Hey, what's up? I'm Steve Aoki.
So, familia, Daddy Yankee here.
Pequeña, I'm Elvis Crespo, es la cosa.
What up, what up? We are Play-N-Skillz.
And you're watching Billboard.
You know?
What was the most exciting part of the night? Like, what happened that blew your mind?
Okay, well, I mean, first of all, for me, this is my favorite Ultra show I've ever done. The experience was insane, and I always say this, but you know, the fans watch me on stage, but I'm also watching them. So one of my favorite moments is, and I was always thinking about this, is when I'm going to bring up Daddy Yankee. And you know, it's always about surprising the crowd, you know, doing something different. And Azukita is also about merging these cultures together. So when I yelled out Daddy Yankee's name and he walked on the stage and the crowd just lit up and everyone's going crazy. And of course, you know, I had to start out with the classics, Gasolina, everyone's singing along, and then his new song Dura, and everyone's singing a Dura. I was just like, wow, everyone knows Yankee music, Daddy Yankee music. And then when I dropped Azukita, bringing out Elvis Crespo and Play-N-Skillz, and all of us mobbing the stage, and everyone dancing, putting up the Azukita flags and signs. It was a moment where it was like, we really bringing the world together. You know, it was such an amazing, amazing moment.
I wanted to ask you, Yankee, I mean, your songs have been remixed a million times, but this is really the first time you play Ultra, right?
The first time that actually I've been in Ultra, I always wanted to be part of it, but you know, being part of an amazing show like Aoki, it's a great performance, and it was totally unexpected. When he brought me into the stage and I saw the reaction of everybody, I was like, oh yeah, it's going down, and I feel more confident, you know. And I had fun, really, I had fun. It's like having the world in front of you, different flags from around the world, and everybody, you know, having fun with our music. It doesn't matter what language it is, and I'm proud that it's in Spanish. You know, one more time, we're sending a message around the world that, you know, it doesn't matter, music is about making great music. It doesn't matter the language, you know, it's about making the right music for the entire world. And I always have had a global vision about music, and teaming up with Steve Aoki, he always has the same mentality to work for the world. And I think that's the right mentality to create music.
And the great thing about marrying EDM to reggaeton or dance beats is it's so easy to fuse it, right? Wouldn't you say, as producers?
Yeah, and you know, what's interesting is the whole process of how this went down. We had, you know, amazing vocals already laid on the track, but the original version of the track was very bare. It was almost just kick, snare, chord progression, and but then we got into it, and Steve sent something back that was heavily, you know, a little more EDM, and I said, well, you know, Steve, we gotta put some Latino, we gotta put a little merengue piano in there, we gotta fuse both worlds, and that was the challenge of the production on it. And then, you know, Yankee's pointers on that, because, you know, he also helped produce the record and the vision of it, and then getting that right swing and that right combination was, I think, the hardest thing. Not the actual the vocals and the creation, but that perfect sound of EDM Latin thing, and I think we conquered it with Azukita.
So the original track, and I know you've told me this before, Steve, but if you don't mind rehashing it very quickly, the original track didn't have Yankee in it, or did it since inception?
No, it was Yankee and Elvis were the hook of the track, and that was kind of the basis of how we're gonna go into the song. And once I heard the hook, then I was like, okay, I'll start working on the drop, and I sent it back, and just like Play's talking about, they started working on the Latin sounds so we could really merge the cultures. And then it really became this collaboration of both genres together. And then you didn't, and I'm connected to the audience. And I mean, we don't speak the same language, but I'm connected to the audience because of my music. And that's like the similarity between EDM and Latin music now, is that it is completely universal.
And I understand that Elvis was like asleep somewhere in his
Never.
hotel when he got a call,
yeah.
and they said, you know, dude, come to the studio because Steve Aoki is waiting for you, something like that.
Yeah, no, they don't tell me who's in the studio. I received the call, and Janet told me, hey, you have to go to the studio with Play-N-Skillz. They are a great producers, and they have a smash there. And I told to my wife, let's go to the studio. And I find when I was speak with the guy with them, I saw Yankee came out from the studio, and oh, what are you doing here? And he told me, Vamos a meterle
Your
duro
turn.
aquí. Te voy a decir aquí, tranquilo. Vamos a meterle duro a esto. Vamos a romper in the Puerto Rican language. Y yo, okay, let's do it. Let's do this.
Nice. We're glad you woke
Oh,
up,
yeah, I
Elvis.
feel great. No, me siento agradecido. I want to say that in Spanish. Me siento agradecido con Dios por esta oportunidad de permitirme compartir con estos monstruos, de veras, en el buen sentido de la palabra, que son tipos trabajadores, creativos, son genios, y que me consideren. Yo llevo, I have like 30 years of music career, and I am here right now. Wow, I feel grateful, de veras. Me siento agradecido por eso.
Good for
Thank you
you.
very much, Steve. Thank you, Yankee.
No, gracias a ti. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.